Hi, everybody. Welcome to yoga today. Thank you so much for being here. So I hope you have a yoga mat. I've got a couple of blocks and a strap, and I've also got a bolster that I'm sitting on. So you don't need to have all those things. You can definitely make do with what you have at home, or the strap could be a sweater. It will stretch out. Just remember that. But just get what you can have and we'll modify so you don't have to have everything. All right, so I'm going to go back to my yoga mat and I'll see you there. So let's start in a seated position today. Let's go ahead and close the eyes. Let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and feel that your belly is drawing in. It's like a drawing in and up, right? So it's just kind of this gentle lifting in and up. Your heart is open. Your palms can be down or open. Just what naturally comes to you is what's best. And feel the crown of your head lift up like an extension of your spine. And just allow yourself to sit back into the seat. And you might be sitting back going, I have no business to be practicing. My head is so busy. There's so many thoughts happening. But maybe that's why you're here, right? So observe observe those thoughts without jumping onto them right now. Like see them going by you like a cloud in the mind screen. Oh yeah, that thought. Let it go. Let it just go on by. Okay, so even the aches and pains in our bodies, I want you to kind of go to them right now. Just feel them, maybe knees, maybe neck, maybe shoulders. Give them your attention, your love, and your light right now by acknowledging that they're there, right? And maybe as we start to move through our practice today, those little areas will start to not only will you start letting go a little bit in those areas, but maybe they'll let go of us because we've given them the attention that they need. That's kind of what happens in our body as well, right? So sitting up nice and tall now, bring one hand on your heart. It's usually that left hand because it's closest to the heart, and bring the other hand on top of it. So you've got two hands there. Yeah, so sitting up nice and tall, let's voice an intention for ourselves right now. Basically, what's brought you here to yourself? Do you know what you need? Can you feel that? And voice that to yourself 3 times. Amazing. Let's release the hands down. Go ahead and open up your eyes. Keep your gaze soft, just you and your mat. And let's come onto all fours, hands and knees. Don't move the body. All right. So go ahead and place your hands right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips, maybe a little further back. Let's just do the mindfulness part of rounding and arching the spine with breath. Okay, so it's going to calm your mind. So drop the belly, melt your heart, look forward. This is all on an inhale. And then exhale, round up your spine. So draw the belly button in, round into the upper back, and then inhale and arch your spine, dropping the belly, dropping your heart, and keeping your arms straight. And then exhale to round. So just gently move through this right now, rounding and arching, moving with your breath, finding the breath and the movement, the right oscillation for you. Just being really gentle with yourself. That's it. And then when you come into the rounded spine, I'd love you to come back into your child's pose. This is the exhale all the way down. And then inhale to come all the way up. This in of itself is a meditation in movement. So rounding as you come down, all the way down. Inhaling as you come up, arching the spine. That's it. Good. So just maybe 2 more of these, 2 more rounds. Rounding and arching, rounding and arching, breathing and stretching, feeling and opening. Yeah. All right. All right, and then coming all the way down into your child's pose, maybe open your knees a little bit wider, bend your elbows out to the side, bring your forehead down to the ground. Allow your lower back to really drop down, the tailbone to drop down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Come into the child's pose when you need it. So don't even have to wait for me to give it to you. Stretch your arms out in front now. Come up onto all fours, hands and knees. I'm going to take my socks off because it's not very grippy. It feels cozy though. Step your left foot forward and have your left knee right above your ankle. So just check that out. Left knee right above your ankle. Curl the back toes under and lift your arms up high. Open your palms towards the front of you. So just kind of like goalpost arms. And try to sink down into your hips a bit here, into the hip flexor. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bend elbows. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bend elbows. Good. And then release your hands down, but see if you can find your blocks. Because maybe what we'll do with these blocks is we'll start to straighten up a left leg and bring it out in front of us for hamstrings. If you don't have blocks, maybe you're just going to bend your left knee, but also try to get it a little straight, but keep it slightly bent so you can have your fingers to the ground and inhale and lengthen. So heart is coming forward. Left hip back, right hip more forward. Heart is still coming forward, pointing now and flexing, pointing and flexing your toes. Good. And then go ahead and turn. It looks like this. All right, so we're going to turn to the side and we're going to bring both hands up. See how the left foot is flexed? Both arms are going to come up like this. You're going to draw the belly button in and up, and you're reaching up. And then we're going to drop one of our hands down. This other hand is going to go up, and we're going to go up and over our leg. It just feels good. Nice. Looks good, you guys. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Have your chin lifted. Breathing in and out through your nose. Feels so good just to feel that movement with the breath, opening up through the heart. And then release both hands back down onto your blocks. Step this left foot back. We're moving into down dog. So I'm going to take my other sock off. And you're going to come into that now. So curling your toes under, bringing your hips up high, and dropping your head down low. You're just kind of moving it out. Bending one knee, straighten up the other, moving it side to side. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Soften your jaw. That's it. Good. And now rock forward to plank. Draw your belly button in and up. And go back to down dog. Go ahead and go into plank. Inhale. And down dog. Exhale. And plank. And exhale, down dog. Good. And child's pose. And drop it down. Forehead down. Bend your elbows out to this side. I just really feel like you're in your body. You're becoming more embodied. You're feeling your body right now. Yes, and your intention. Go ahead and stretch your arms out in front of you. Go ahead and come up onto your knees. And let's step now our right foot forward. Keep the back toes curled under and make sure your right knee is right above your ankle. And let's reach the arms up high. Inhale. And have your palms facing the front of the room as you goalpost your arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now release both hands down. Go ahead and step this right foot out in front of you. Go ahead and curl the toes back, hamstrings, lengthen your heart through. Remember, if you don't have blocks, just bend your knee quite a bit to get all 10 fingers down. And then from there, start to try to straighten the leg a bit more and lengthen your heart forward. So it's a long spine. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Yeah, just working with any tightness that you have, right? Just not feeling bad about that tightness because that's why we're practicing, right? We're practicing to have, just some real progress in our body, some openness to happen, right? Not that we're already there, right? So, and from here, we're going to open up. So we're going to go to this side a little bit, and you're going to bring your arms all the way up high. Draw the belly button in, reach up, inhale to exhale, and then release one hand to your leg, and you're just going up and over, enjoying that stretch through the side of your waist. Yes, that's it. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale to exhale. And then releasing your hand down, go back to the front of your yoga mat. Come into downward facing dog. Curl those toes under, bring your hips up high. And then gently walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Separate your feet hips distance. Bend your knees quite a bit and grab onto your elbows. Let your head hang. Let everything drop. So your knees can still be bent. Yeah, I don't feel like you have to come into a straight leg all the time because the lower back may not be happy about that. So letting your head drop down and now bend your knees even more and roll up very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Draw the belly button in. Come all the way up to stand as you reach the arms up high. Inhale, exhale, hands to your heart. Amazing, you guys. And let's just move a little bit. I want to make sure you guys can see me. I'm going to make this a little bit higher. That's it. Oh, maybe a bit higher. I guess I'm taller. There. All right. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. All right. Okay. So let's inhale to reach those arms up high. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold into you. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up, come a bit more forward. Exhale, fold in, and you're going to take the right leg way back. You're up on the ball of your back foot. You're reaching the arms up high. Inhale. Exhale, arms out to the side. Inhale, reach them forward. Exhale, out to the side. So it just feels good to open the heart. Inhale, forward. Exhale, out to the side. Release your hands down. Step back, plank. Inhale. Exhale, come on down nice and slow, or knees, chest and chin, all the way down onto your belly. And just kind of, rock it side to side. Bend your knees, side to side. Breathe. In through nose, out through mouth. Point and flex. And then prop yourself up onto your forearms. Elbows are underneath shoulders. Palms can turn open. Lengthen your heart forward. Breathe into your heart. Slow it all down. So if it feels right to close your eyes here, do that and go more inside of you. Heart breathing, heart coherence, right? You're feeling the balance and the coherence of breath with heart. In through nose, out through nose. And then bring your chin in, forehead comes down, go back to downward facing dog. Hips are gonna go up high, head drops down low. And then come up onto the ball of both feet. Step that right foot through. If it doesn't make it, grab onto it. Say, bring it up. Come on, today we're going up. Right knee right above your ankle. So check that out. And then bring both arms all the way up high. Inhale. Exhale to your side. Inhale. And then exhale out to the side. Inhale forward. Exhale out to the side. Good. Inhale forward. And exhale out to the side. Opening the heart. Inhale forward. And then exhale out to the side. Beautiful. And then releasing your hands down onto your blocks again. Step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Inhale, lengthen, gaze up. Exhale, fold in. Now, bend your knees quite a bit. I want you to come into chair. If your feet are hips distance, so are your knees. If your feet are together, so are your knees. So taking the weight back, reach the arms up high, have your palms facing down to the ground, just to take the shoulders out of it for now. Bend the elbows out to the side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Take the weight back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. And then reach all the way up high. Straighten your legs. Exhale, hands to your side, turning your palms open and just standing for a moment into this standing pose called Tadasana. So standing up nice and tall, reaching up through your crown, deep breath in and deep breath out. Find your groundedness here. Like, feel and notice, maybe you can visualize that you've got roots going down into the ground. Like you're this beautiful tree and you're standing up nice and tall. You're feeling and noticing roots from your feet going quite deep and down into the earth because you're feeling quite grounded today. That's why. And you're lifting up out of your kneecaps. You're opening up through the heart and we're going to keep moving. So go ahead and look up. Inhale, reach up high with your arms. Nice, you guys. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold into you all the way down. Inhale, lengthen, gaze up. Exhale, fold in. Check this out. We're going to bring our block back to the right foot. And we're going to take our left foot way, way back. So I'm going to put my other block at the other block, right? So both blocks are to the outside of the right side of my foot. The reason that they're to the outside is it's going to help to open the heart. So that's one reason. And then the right heel is intersecting back middle arch. Right heel, back middle arch. Back toes are in a little bit. Arms come up. And we're going to work into triangle. Gaze out to that middle right finger. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach forward. If you hyperextend, I want you to bend through the knee a little bit, reaching forward and dropping your hand down onto your blocks. This left arm will start to come up. You're going to drop down through this left rib cage. You're going to feel the right rib cage lengthening. You're going to feel your heart opening. Oh, you guys look so good. And then you're going to reach up with that left arm. But how do you feel? Can you go inside your body? Maybe close your eyes. It will play with the balance. So be mindful of that. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. That's it. Slow, deep breathing through the nose. Ujjayi breathing. Yeah, left hand to left hip. Are we going to try half moon? Why don't we? Look down at your right foot. Bend the right knee. Check this out. I'm going to bend it. I'm going to step up. I'm going to take one of my blocks with me. I'm going to take this block 10 inches or so away from my right foot. I'm going to see if I can keep the right knee bent until I've really lifted the left leg up to about hip height, right where I want it to be. And then I'm straightening this right leg more. That's it. And then I'm going to reach up through the left arm. Oh, so good. We're flying together. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. All right, release outer left hip down. So check that out. Yeah, and then grab your other block. So now you're bending over and lifting up your left leg. Don't we do that all day long? All right, not really, but you know what? These poses are never going to be contortive. I just don't teach that. I never have because I've had, and I do have lots of injuries. So you're always going to get a pretty safe balance practice. Let's release this left foot down now to meet the right. Separate your feet hips distance. Inhale and lengthen, gaze up. Exhale and fold in. You guys are doing so good. Bend your knees. Take your arms out to the side. I'm going to take my blocks with me. You don't have to. Reach all the way up high. Exhale, hands to your heart. So I took them with me because I want to go to the other side of the mat. You don't have to. Because if I don't, you're going to see my back side. And I'd much prefer you to see my front side. Okay. All right. So inhale, reach up high with your arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold into you. Inhale, lengthen, gaze up. Exhale, fold in. Good. Now bend your knees. We're going to take the right leg way back. And remember, we did this on the other side, placing your blocks to the outside of the left side of your foot. So do that. Line up your left heel with your back middle arch. See that. And then bring your arms up. Yeah, you guys have this. You looking at my back bender? This is great. This is so fun. I can show you what it looks like in a little bit. All right. So you're bringing your arms up high, and you could kind of do this in different ways if you don't have a back bender, but let's focus on this. All right. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach out in front of you. If you're a hyperextender, bend that left knee as you reach out and drop the hand down where it feels comfortable. Sometimes what I like to do is bring my right hand to right hip. You're dropping down through these right side rib cage, and then you're taking the head back, the upper body back. You don't have to look up and back. It's just like everything leans back. Yeah, and there's this up dog through the upper body. Yeah, you have it. Right arm lifts up, deep breath in, deep breath out, right hand to right hip. You're going to look down, you're going to bend your left knee, you're going to step up. Take this block 10 inches or so away from your left foot. You're keeping the left knee bent until you really lifted the right leg up to where you want it to be. Right arm lifts up, deep breath in, deep breath out, and you'll start to straighten the left leg to your own degree as much as you can. Head back, you got it. Play with your balance. So maybe that's closing eyes. And now release outer right hip down. Try to keep the right leg lifted. You're bending over and lifting up a right leg. Outer right hip drops down. And then just drop your head and then step the right foot up to meet your left foot. You did it. Now bend your knees a lot. Feet are hips distance. Knees are hips distance. Bum is going back. Reach the arms up high and then come all the way up to stand. And exhale, hands to your side and turn your palms open. You're almost there. Close your eyes for a moment. Center into your breathing. Feel your feet planted down. See the roots of your feet going down. The roots are really steady now. I mean, you're feeling so grounded, yet your breath is connecting you with your upper body and your upper chakras, right? So you're feeling like you are also open and expansive through your aura, right? So you're not just grounded down into this earthly plane, right? Both is happening. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Amazing. Let's do a breathing exercise. You can sit on a chair. You can just go ahead and sit down on two blocks. You could just cross your legs and sit down. Let's do this together. So get comfortable. Use your right hand. Block off the left side of your nostril and take an exhale down the right side. You could have also stayed standing, so your choice. Inhale up through the right side. So I'm blocking off the left side of my nostril with the ring finger. Hold your breath. If you're pregnant, don't hold your breath. And then go down onto the left side. Inhale up left side. Hold your breath. Down right side. Inhale right side. Hold. Down left side. Inhale up left side. hold, down right side, inside, hold, and down left side. One more round, inhale up, hold, and down right. Nice, you guys. Release the right hand. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. I want to bring us into a restorative position now. If you have, you could definitely use that. I'll end up there, but I want to show you other modifications because not everybody has one of those. All right, so here's your options. You can have this for your head, so 2 blocks, 1 block for the head and another block for the shoulder blades. So you can see how that looks, right? I think you can see. I'm going to bring the camera down just a little bit more so you can really see that. Yeah, amazing. So if you don't want to use blocks or you don't have blocks, I'll show you how you could do it with the bolster as well. So here you go. I'm going to feel for this block where I want to bring it down right behind my heart. So ladies, it's at that bra strap line, right at the shoulder blades, and your heart is opening, open heart. And then you're going to reach for, pull the hair away if you have that there. And then you're going to reach for your block and place it right underneath the back of your head. So not really at the occiput, so not really where the neck meets the skull, but it's just up from there. So you should feel like you're quite comfy here, that you could stay here for quite a bit. Some of you guys are going to have your knees up because it feels better for your lower back. Some of you guys are going to straighten the legs. And then some of you guys are going to bring your soles of your feet together with your knees out to the side. If you have a tight lower back, this may not be a great option. You may need to have 2 little pillows right here underneath you to prop your knees up a little bit because it might not feel good just to open up through here and have those knees be heavy on the lower back. If that's you and you don't have pillows, just straighten your legs, right? Just take that equation out of it. You're still in the pose, you're still going to get benefits. You could also have your knees up, right? And I want you to take as many deep breaths into your heart center and your whole body as you can. So that's one little restorative back bend. So that's there for you. And I've got the bolster, so I can show it to you with that. And those of you already in your pose, keep breathing in through nose, out through nose. So this is fun because you've got, it's a T shape, right? You might have a couple of really thick pillows that you're using instead of a bolster. You got to bring the bolster way up to the bum and then hold it so it doesn't move and start to lay back and then let your head lay back. Now make sure that that blanket is really underneath, like behind your head, and turn your palms open and just kind of find your peace here, right? Find your place and your peace. Same thing with the legs, just like the other pose. What do you need? Do you need your legs straight? Do you need soles of your feet together? Do you need padding underneath here? I want you to find your own place. Do the knees need to be up? All right. So wherever you are, you're deeply breathing. And I'll show you this back bender. Let's see. Let me get it in the frame a little bit. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. There. All right. Yeah. So I'll give you a little, show you this. So I'm going to bring both legs in. I'm going to jump in. And this is basically a yoga chair with a back bender. And I'm going to go back. It's like I can draw the belly button in. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to slide my head back. I'm just going to start, first of all, just like more remedial, like I'm not going right into it. Because even just having my head back, right? That you could even, I guess you could do this with your head coming off your bed, right? Be careful, right? Like consult your doctor. I'm not a doctor. Make sure you figure out what's right for you and do what's correct for your body. Okay. So hands could go here on the rib cage. Your knees are pretty much noticing that your knees are above your ankles, just how we would do any back bend. So yeah, so hands could be here, right on the rib cage, or you can start to slide out of it a bit more. And this feels so good as you lean all the way back and then open up through the palms, come all the way back. That's just such a relief. It's such a relief on the lower back. Remember that back bends, they're really for the heart to open, right? And when the heart's open, the lower back is happy about it, right? So this is not back bending your lower back. I mean, your lower back is coming for the ride, but it's your upper back that is opening. And same for those two positions, the one with the bolster and also the one with the two blocks. Back bends are always going to be for the heart to open so that the lower back can feel happy about it, right? So deep breath in here, deep breath out here. Yeah. So if you've been in those other back bends, you would have really been there for a good amount of time. So you can start to come out of it. You can roll to your side. I'm going to grab onto the sides of the chair. I'm going to try to bring myself forward here. So you can come out of the chair two ways. I always think a fun way is just to go right through. You could sit up, of course, but I just like feeling like a kid again, just like sliding down all the way down. It's so fun, like coming down. Yeah, so back bends are like a snow globe. They're like a shaking of a snow globe. Really shakes up the energy. So you want to sit up for a little bit after that. And then let's lay down onto our back. So move everything away and go ahead and lay down. All right. So let's go ahead and bring our right ankle to our left knee. So thread the needle, hugging that left knee in, right hand to the inside, left hand to the outside, hugging it in, and then left hand to right foot, left hand, right foot. Everything's moving to the side, the left side. You still got a hold of your foot as you take it to the side. And then this arm goes out to the side as you open up. It's quite a deep twist. So if this isn't working out for you, do the twist that would be right for you. All right. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Amazing. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. Change the cross. Come back to center. Left ankle, right knee. Right knee hugs in. Right hand to the outside. Left hand to the inside. And hug it in. Breathe in and out through your nose. So you're doing the thread the needle stretch first. You're feeling it in that outer left hip. And then bring the right hand to your left foot, right hand, left foot, and let everything fall to the right side. So keep a hold of your foot as you go all the way over and gaze either to your ceiling or off to that left side, breathing into your spine. Inhale to exhale. Right? You're just realigning yourself in all the ways of that word, right? So from grounding yourself through the soles of your feet, right? Like roots going down into earth. Now you're breathing into your whole being. You just feel more open, more rested, and more free. Right? Release now, release your feet. Go ahead and come back to center. And I want to say, if you have wall space, I'd love you to just kind of turn around and bring your legs up on the wall for Shavasana. If you don't have wall space and you just want to lay down, grab something to put underneath your knees. You could even put a chair, like your legs could be up on a chair like this, right? So, like a right angle at the chair. You've got all these different ideas, right, that you can do. Bolster, this is how it looks like, really underneath knees or legs up on the wall, which is really one of my favorites. That's really where I want to go. So I'm going to put a blanket down because that would feel really nice on the lower back. So it's, yeah, so feeling steady and free, and then just moving things around that are not serving you, that you don't need, and taking the legs up high. Feels so good just to move and stretch and to be in our bodies. That's really what yoga is all about. It doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't have to, be advanced in postures in asanas to benefit. In fact, real, remedial type poses or poses that feel gentle are often just what we need to feel centered. And then when we feel centered, we can come from that place in everything that we do in our day. And that's really why yoga is a complementary offering for your whole life. All right, so yes, you'll get the work out, but to be honest, this is an inside job. Yoga is to help center you, right? It's all an inside job. All right. So Shavasana is a quiet time. I'll stop talking now for at least a couple of minutes while you just sit back and receive all the benefits of the practice that you just gave yourself. All right, so a couple of minutes. Don't skimp on this. Don't turn off that video yet. If you can, let's be here for at least a couple of minutes. Very gently now. Start to maybe move your fingers and your toes. Maybe start to bring your knees in towards your chest, wherever you are, wherever you're positioned, and gently roll yourself to one side, all the way over. And when you feel like it's the time to come up, the right time to come up, use the strength of your arms to come up. Keep yourself warm. Maybe put on your sweater or whatever you had. Whatever you need. If you're at the wall, you can lean up against it because it feels like a really good support. It also feels like you can feel your breathing when you fall. That's like a beautiful teacher noticing and you that you're breathing into your back body. Just feeling the peace that didn't really. I like to say that you're remembering the peace that's already there, right? So remembering peace and bringing one hand on your heart, the other hand on top of it, and let's protect our peace and seal our practice in with one Om from your heart center. Let's all take a deep breath in. Thanks to all the many blessings that yoga brings to you and to all those with whom your life touches. Thank you so much for touching my life, for being here today, and making it all the way to the end of this class. I hope I get to see you next time. Until then, namaste.